Example of common queries. And here we have some concepts. We have the maximum value for a column, the row holding the maximum of a certain column, maximum of column per group, the rows holding the group-wise maximum of a certain column using user-defined variables, using foreign keys, searching on two keys, calculating visitors per day, and also using auto increment. Here are examples of how to solve some common problems with MySQL. Some of the examples use the table shop to hold the price of each article, item number for certain traders, dealers. Supposing that each trader has a single fixed price per article, then article dealer is a primary key for the records. Start the command line tool MySQL and select a database. So I already was working with the database. I was checking out those examples and I created a database. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna use the drop database statement. So I'm gonna drop this database and I name it, it was let me see, it was common query. So I'm gonna type in, I'm gonna drop database like this, and the name that I name it common queries. Okay, common queries, let me check it out. Common queries. Okay, so semicolon at the end, and okay, so now I can pretty much just show databases, show databases, and I don't have it, so I'm gonna create that, the table, and start working with. So here in the previous chapters or in the previous video we saw how to create a database, and you just have to type in create database statement and then the name of your database. So I'm gonna do that. So it's gonna be create database, and the name is gonna be, I'm gonna name it again common queries, like that. And now I can type in show databases like this, and now it's common queries. So I already created that database and I'm gonna use it. So it's gonna be used, and then it's gonna be common queries like this, and the database is in use. So start the command line tool MySQL and select the database. So we have that, and now we are gonna create and populate the example table. Use these statements. So we're gonna do that, and let's move it maybe let me see if I can. I'm gonna move it this one up, and I'm gonna lower it maybe here. So I'm gonna type in, it's gonna be create table. So we have created our database. Now we're gonna create a table that is gonna be inside of the database, and this table name is gonna be shop. So create table shop, open parentheses, and let's just follow along. So let's make it bigger. So to the next line we're gonna have the column that is gonna be article, and let me see. Okay, so pretty much this is the end result. We're gonna see 3 columns: article, dealer, and price. So just you can have a peek on it. So we're gonna have this article, and we're gonna use the integer, and it's gonna be unsigned. Let me see if I type it right. Unsigned, and the default we're gonna set in the default. And you just have to type in space. You don't have to type in, you have to press a tab for this. So then we're gonna have size single quotes. We're gonna have 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4. Okay, then we're gonna have not null. So it's gonna be not null. We're gonna separate this statement with a comma, and we're gonna move to the next line, and we're gonna have, this time is gonna be a dealer. And now the char is gonna have inside of the parentheses we're gonna pass in 20. Then we're gonna have in default. Let me see, this one is unsigned. Okay, char just default, just like that, default. And it's gonna be an empty set of single quotes, and it's gonna be not null like this. And then commas, we're separated by a commas. We are separating the columns article and dealer. Now the final column is gonna be price like this. And by the way, if you want, you just can pretty much copy and paste, but it's always better to just type in so you can get familiar with this. So now we are gonna have decimal like this, decimal, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna pass in 16 comma 2. Okay, so now again we're gonna have in default, and inside of the single quotes we're gonna have 0.0. Well, it's gonna be 0.00, and then not null, like this, and again separated by a comma. Okay, so we're creating our table. Okay, and let me see what else we're gonna have. So this is gonna be our primary key, and we're gonna open and close parentheses, and let me see, inside of this parentheses we're gonna have in the article and also the dealer like this. So in the primary key, inside of the parentheses we're gonna have the article and the dealer, and we open the parentheses here, so we're gonna close it, and we're gonna end up this statement with a semicolon. Let me see, let's press enter. Okay, so query okay, 0 rows affected. Okay, now we are gonna insert these values into the table shop. So, and again it's gonna be insert into, and the name of the table is gonna be, well, S shop, and then we're gonna insert the values, so like this. And let me see the values, insert into shop values, and we're gonna insert inside of this parentheses we're gonna have the number 1, and the 1 is gonna be for the first column, that is gonna be for the article. For the second column, that is dealer, we're gonna have it in single quotes, it's gonna be 8, and then we're gonna have in the number for the final column, that is gonna be the price, is gonna be 3.45. And let me just copy, or let's just do this one, and we can just start maybe copying the next example. So it's gonna be 1 comma, and this one is gonna be B, and this one is gonna be 3.99. Okay, so we're gonna have another comma, and we're gonna have 2 for the article, comma, we're gonna have A for the dealer, and we're gonna have 10.99. okay, so then we're gonna have another parentheses, it's gonna be 3 comma, this one is gonna be B for the dealer, and the price is gonna be 1.45, like this, and we're gonna separate it by a comma. And let's just grab this one real quick, and let's just move it, let's just paste it, and we're gonna end it with a semicolon. And okay, so query okay, 7 rows affected, 1 warning. Okay, so everything is fine. After issuing the statements, the table should have the following contents. So again, we saw that already, select from all the columns from the table shop, and we're gonna order it by the article. So let's see what happens, and it's gonna be select from all columns from the table, and the table is shop, and we're gonna order by, and we're gonna order by the article in this example. So you can order it by the dealer or the price, but we are ordering it by the article. So this is what we have. So let me see if this pretty much is the same. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so yeah, everything is fine. As you can see, one article, well, the dealer A has one article in this case, that is the price is 3.35. so it was which one, 3.35, 3.4, okay, 3.35, yeah, that's fine. Let me see what else we have here. So B, we have 3.99. okay, so let's see the last one, the dealer, okay, D has 4, and the price is 19.95. And if we go and check it out, okay, this dealer D has 4 items, so no, 4 articles, and the price is 19.99. okay, so we have that. And okay, let's see what else. So let's move to next, and now we're gonna see the maximum value for a column. So what is the highest item number? Okay, so we can just pretty much type in, okay, it's gonna be select, and it's gonna be max, like this, and we are passing in the article. So we are select max and we're passing in the article, and it's gonna be as article like this, and it's gonna be from the table shop, semicolon at the end. And okay, the article is gonna give us 4. So what we are doing is select, we're using max and we're passing in the article. Okay, so this is gonna be as article and it's gonna be from the table, and the table is shop. So this is the maximum value for a column. What is the highest item number? So it's gonna be 4 in this case. Let's move on, and now we have the row holding the maximum of a certain column. Find the number, dealer, and price of the most expensive article. This is easily done with a subquery. So let's try them. Okay, so let's type it in. Okay, we are gonna have, let's lower it, and here we're gonna select, and we're gonna select the article, we're gonna select the dealer, and we are gonna select the price. We're gonna select the price too. Okay, like this, and we are gonna select it from the table shop. Okay, and pretty much where the price, and this is a subquery, so where the price, and here inside of the parentheses we have price, we have the equal sign, and then we have the parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna select max, and we're passing in the price inside of parentheses, and it's gonna be from the table shop, and we're gonna end up this statement with a semicolon. So let's see what it gives us. And again, it gives us 3 columns: the article, the dealer, and the price column. And as you can see, we have 4 articles from the dealer, that is the D dealer, and the highest price or the maximum price is $19.95. So that is that. Let me see, what else do we have here. Another solution is to use a left join as shown here. So here they're using the left join, and if you want to just copy and paste, I mean, you can do that. You can just pretty much grab it with Ctrl+C, or you can press also this one, copy to the clipboard. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it, and then I'm just gonna type it in just to show you. Okay, so pretty much I just copy with Ctrl. Let me see. I just copy it with Ctrl+C. I'm gonna paste it with Ctrl+V, and it's gonna appear this warning here: you are about to paste the text that contains multiple lines. If you paste this into the text, blah blah blah. So you can paste it anyway. If you don't feel sure that what you're pasting is not correct, so you can open this window, Word, or just any text, and just paste it here, and okay, everything is fine. We can close it, and again, now we can paste it, and now paste anyway. So we have this piece of code, and now this query, and now we can just press enter, and it's gonna give us the same result: article. So we have 4 articles, the dealer is D, and the price is $19.95. So if you wanna paste, copy and paste, that is that. So but now let's just type it in. So we're gonna have in select, let's move it. Okay, we're gonna have in select, and we're gonna use S1, that article this time. Okay, so we're gonna separate it by a comma. We're gonna use the S1, that dealer, like this, and then we're gonna have S.1, but this time it's gonna be the price. Okay, so we're pretty much doing the same, but we are assigning S1 to the article, to the dealer, and to the price. Is similar, kind of like algebra, when you are pretty much multiplying by X per se. So now in the next line we're gonna have from shop, like this, and from the table shop, and we're passing in S1 from the table shop, and then S1. Now we're gonna use left join, like this statement, left join from the table shop. Now we're gonna use S2, and it's gonna be on S1 dot price, like this, and the price, and the S1 dot price is less than the S2 dot price, like this. So now we move to the next line, and where, so it's gonna be where s2 that article, okay, is null. We end up this with a semicolon, and it throws us the same result. So yeah, if you want to move faster, you can copy and paste, but it's always recommended to just type it in. You can also do this by sorting all rows descending by price and get only the first row using the MySQL specific limit clause like this. So let's try it out, this one too. So it's gonna be select, and we're gonna select the article, okay, article. We're gonna select the dealer, and we are gonna select the price. So we are selecting three columns: article, dealer, and price. And we are selecting it from where? From the table shop, okay, and how we are gonna order. So it's gonna be order by, and this time we are ordering by the price. As you remember in the previous example, we ordered it by the it was by the article, but this time we are ordered by the price, and it's gonna be in a descending order. To the next line, we're gonna limit it, so it's gonna be limit 1 like this, and we're gonna end up this statement with a semicolon. And again, it's gonna throw us the same thing. 4 articles, the dealer is D, and the price is $19.99. Note, if there were several most expensive articles, each with a price of $19.95, the limit solution would show only one of them. Okay, so that is that to keep in mind. Let's move to the next section. And what do we have here? So okay, as you can see, there are pretty small sections. So we have the maximum of column per group. The task is find the highest price per article. So let's try it in. Okay, so we're gonna select this column that is gonna be the article. Okay, it's gonna have the maximum. We're gonna pass in the price inside of the parentheses, and we're gonna pass it as price like this. So like that, and we are doing it from the table shop. We are gonna group it, and we're gonna group it by the article, and okay, group by the article, and we are gonna order by the article like this. We end up with a semicolon, and as you can see, we have article 1 $3.99, article 2 $10.99, article 3 $1.69, and finally article 4 with $19.95. So that's that is the maximum of column per group. Let's move to the next, and we have the rows holding the group-wise maximum of a certain column. The task: for each article, find the dealer or dealers with the most expensive price. This problem can be solved with a subquery like this one. So when we are dealing with S1, S2, or you can pretty much, as an algebra, you can, I don't know, name it as N1 or whatever variable. So this is when we are dealing with subqueries. So let's try it in. This is similar to algebra, but it's not algebra, so don't confuse that one. So we have select, and we're gonna select 3 columns. So the article column, the dealer column, and the price column. So the price column, so we're gonna select article, dealer, and price, and we're gonna select it from the table shop, and we're gonna have S1, the subquery. The subquery. Okay, so to the next line, where, okay, so where the price, okay, so where the price is equal to, so equal sign, and then open close parentheses, and here we are gonna select the maximum. We're gonna select the max, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna pass in S2 and that price. Okay, so to the next line, what we are gonna have here, to the next line we are gonna have from the shop, and then we're gonna have S2 like this. Okay, from shop to, okay, from shop S2, and then we are gonna have where, s1 dot article like this is equal to s2 dot article. Okay, so we have that s1 dot article is equal to s2 dot article. Okay, so let me see. Oops. Let's delete this part here. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do it again because I made a mistake here. So I close this, and here in this maximum I open and close parentheses, and I just pretty much close this parentheses here. So I'm gonna do it again. So it's gonna be select article, dealer. Okay, we're gonna select the article, the dealer, and the price. Okay, that's fine. And then we're gonna select it from the shop one. That's fine. What else? So now where the price, we're gonna delete this final parentheses like this. And okay, so now we're gonna move. Okay, it's gonna be from shop. It's gonna be from shop s2. We're gonna move again, and it's gonna be where. It's gonna be where s2 point article like this is equal to s.2 article like that, and then we're gonna close the parentheses so MySQL doesn't give us some warnings. Okay, so what is that? And then we're gonna finally order by the article. So it's gonna be order by article like this, and finally our semicolon at the end. And as you can see, it works. So it's giving us the article 1 2 3 4, and the dealer is BACD, with the dealer B 3.99, the dealer A 10.99, the dealer C 1.69, and the dealer D 19.95. So that's that. The preceding example uses a correlated subquery, which can be inefficient. See section correlated subquery, so we can check out that later on. Other possibilities for solving the problem are to use an uncorrelated subquery in the form clause, a left join, or a comment table expression with a window function. Uncorrelated subquery. So let me see how many examples. So let's just type it in. Okay, so again we're gonna select s1 dot article like this. We're gonna select the dealer, and we're gonna select the s1 dot price. So you can see we have subquery for the article and for the price, but not for the dealer yet. So to the next line we're gonna have, it's gonna be from the table shop, and we're gonna have s1. Now we're gonna join it, so it's gonna be join. We're gonna open parentheses. I'm used to pretty much open close parentheses and then start typing in, but let's just follow the flow. So it's gonna be open parentheses, go to the next line, and it's gonna be select, and now we're gonna have the article, a comma, and we're gonna have the max, and we're passing in the price like this, and it's gonna be as price. Okay, so we're gonna move to the price, and we're gonna select it from the table shop, and we're gonna group it. We're gonna group it by the article, and finally we're gonna close the parentheses of the join. So join, we open parentheses, we type some code, and then we close parentheses here, and it's gonna be as s2. To the next line, what else we're gonna have? To the next line, let me see, s2, and it's gonna be on s1 dot article like this, and it's gonna be pretty much s1 dot article is gonna be equal to s2 dot article like this, and we're gonna have that s1 price. We're gonna have s1 dot price, and it's gonna be equal to s2 dot price. So we'll have this and logical operators. So pretty much s1 dot article is equal to s2 dot article, and s1 dot price is equal to s2 dot price. So there's a lot of logic involved here. We'll move to the next line, and we're gonna order it by the article. Okay, ordered by article, and finally we're gonna have the semicolon, and again it's gonna give us pretty much the same result. So here we have the left join, so let's try the left join here. The left join, so it's gonna be select, and it's gonna be s1 dot article, separated by a comma. The next column is gonna be s.1 dealer, like this, and separated by a comma we're gonna have s1 dot price, So we have article, dealer, and price. Well, we have s1 dot article, s1 dot dealer, and s1 dot price, and it's gonna be from the table shop. And then we're gonna have s1, and now we're gonna have left join, and it's gonna be left join, the table is gonna be shop. Then we're gonna have the s2, and it's gonna be on, so left join, the table, whatever. Here pretty much is gonna be left join, pretty much the code, and it's gonna be on, so left join shop s2 on, and it's gonna be s1 dot lowercase s1 dot article, and it's gonna be equal to s2 dot article, like this. And again we're gonna use the logical AND operator, so AND is gonna be s1 dot price, like this, that it has to be less than s2 dot price, like that. And let's make it wider, so that is that. And to the next line we are gonna have where s2 dot article, okay, is null, like this, where s2 dot article is null, and we're gonna order by, and it's gonna be s1 dot article, so like this, order by s1 dot article. We end up with a semicolon, and again we're having the same thing, the article, the dealer, and the price. So here the left join works on the basis that when s1 dot price is at its maximum value, there is no s2 dot price with a greater value, and that's the corresponding s2 dot article value is null. See section 13.2.13.2 join clause, so you can check out that if you want more explanation. And finally we're gonna have the comment table expression with window function. So let's try them. Okay, so let's move it here, and we're just gonna type let's start with this close, so it's gonna be with, we're gonna have in lowercase s1, and it's gonna be as, we're gonna open parentheses, and we're gonna have the close, so it's gonna be select, we're gonna select lowercase, it's gonna be article, the dealer, and the price, like this. And we're gonna have a comma, and now we're gonna use in rank, open close parentheses, now it's gonna be over, open parentheses, and we're gonna have the partition, so partition, and partition by article, so it's gonna be article, and we are gonna order it, so we're gonna order it by, and the price, like this, and it's gonna be in descending order. And let me see, in descending order. Okay, so pretty much I can go to the next line as this example and put my parentheses there, and it's gonna be as, and it's gonna be rank, but it's gonna be in backticks, and it's gonna be like this, uppercase R, and then rank, just like that. Okay, so let me see, now we're gonna move to the next line, and we're gonna have from the table shop. Okay, so, and as you can see, we're gonna close our parentheses that we open it here with s1 as open parentheses, and now we're closing it. Okay, but now we're gonna do some final query. So we're gonna move to the next line, and we're gonna have this select, and we're gonna select the article, the dealer, and the price, like this. And it's gonna be from, and it's gonna be from S1, where, okay, where, and backticks, or okay, so yeah, backticks, where rank is equal to 1, and finally we're gonna order it by the article, like that. So let's try it in with a semicolon at the end, so it means that we finish our query and give us our final result. So this is the article column, the dealer, and the price that we have previously seen. And yeah, this is pretty much it for the rows holding the group wise maximum of a certain column.